Hey guys, Tyson here. I was looking at Boston.com on Saturday and I came across this article about this local girl from Linfield who discovered that her dad was a bank robber, a fugitive bank robber from the 1960s. He escaped Ohio and settled in Boston area under an assumed name and only divulged all of this information once he was on his deathbed, essentially. This sounded really familiar because the Proper Nest team and we sold a house in Linfield with the same underlying story. And it turns out this is the daughter of that man and the wife who is now releasing a podcast. Please meet 55 Carter Road. That's the house in question in Linfield that we sold on a dead-end street. In the same family for 60 years, a little bit of a prep to bring it to the market. And when we brought it onto the market in January 2022, it was listed for $599,000, which is a bargain for Linfield. And we were the lowest price house in Linfield by over $1 million. We engaged with the widow about 6 months earlier during the summertime. And we looked at the property and realized that it needed some prep. We had our painters come in to repaint essentially the entire house. We had our floor people come in to refinish the floors. And then we had stagers come in to stage majority of the house to basically what you see there, because the seller had already moved out. So painting a picture of this idyllic suburban dream for a lot of the buyers in the market back then. And I guess people liked it because this was still sort of the height of COVID, and we had several open houses, and it was very cold, and we had probably like a foot of snow, and we had people lined up to get into this property. Over the course of the weekend, we probably had 200 people coming through this house, which was the most affordable house in Linfield at the time. In the end, we ended up with the most offers ever had on a property. We had 31 offers on this house in Linfield in 2022. Those days are long gone. And I'm very happy for the seller and her daughter who was making this podcast. And it sold for $100,000 above list price. We had offers that were higher than what we accepted, but this was a cash offer, and it was a great opportunity for them to turn the page on what obviously was a shocking revelation about the husband and the father being a fugitive bank robber, and evidently didn't leave them with anything. So the proceeds of the sale really set them up for the future. It just goes to show what good prep for your house can do for you when it comes to selling. Though the market has transitioned into a different market than we saw in 2022, our objective is to create a similar environment for our clients regardless of the nature of the market. So it comes down to prepping the house so it appeals to as many buyers as possible. Those minimal investments can have a great impact. And the last and most important thing is price. So pricing the property well will serve you in the market we have today.